Hey, my lady.
Hey guys, Naturally Neek here, and I'm back with a new video. And this video, from the title, is a story time about the first time I seen someone get stabbed. Oh my god. I think I was like about 11, 12 at this time, and I've never really talked about this ever since. I probably mentioned it once or twice or 3 times growing up, but I've never really talked about it. So basically at this time when I was like 10, 11, 12 or whatever, me and my sister, it was just me and my sister, and we used to go to our cousins over the weekend, and my uncle would drive us back home Sunday, basically Sunday evening, because we had school the Monday or whatever. And so basically where they live and where we lived, it was like a good hour drive, right? So basically I fell asleep in the car, and as soon as we turned on the street, basically when we're getting close to like the street where our apartment building was at, I woke up. Everyone, all the rest of them, like cousins and my sister was asleep, and obviously my uncle's awake and his wife is awake and I'm awake. So it's just the 3 of us in the car that's awake. So at this point, like, I'm fully awake, I'm looking out the window and everything. So basically, so there's this, so when you turn on the street where my apartment is, you have the apartment where the stabbing happened. You have a fence, like a wooden fence with like bushes and like the pine cone trees, and then my apartment, the apartment I lived in, was on like the next side. So the tree and the fence was basically in between our apartment. So we get on the street, so my uncle turns on the street, you guys, and I see like 2 guys dressed in all black mask, black everything, and this guy basically running. Everything happened so quick. Remind you, like, my uncle's driving, so everything happened so quick. So basically we're driving, as we turn on the street, I see the guy is chasing the one guy in front, and as we were basically getting to the bush, all I see is he ran up to like the apartment door to open the door, and they caught up to him, you guys, and all I see is a knife, and they just stabbed him. And then before like the car got to like the bushes and shit, I see his body just drop, and then I see the guy go like this, and I'm like, holy shit. You guys, I didn't even say anything. Like, I was so scared. Like, I froze. I basically froze. So basically, across from both my apartment and that apartment, there was like a big parking lot, like a recreational center, and my uncle parked over there. And at this point, we're all awake, we're all getting out of the car, we're walking across the street. Still, I'm not saying anything at this point. So wait till we get upstairs, and I think as like I settled in, I end up telling my mom what I seen, and then my mom's like, what? Why didn't you say anything? And she tells my uncle and his wife and whatever, and they're like, really? Like, why didn't you say anything? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I was just so scared, you guys. And then but like, they didn't even like call 911, you know, like some people like call 911 or whatever. They didn't call 911. They didn't really like look into it. They were just shocked at like, oh my god, really? Like, why didn't you say anything? And I remember, you guys, I school the next day, and I remember I went to sleep. I woke up at 12, and I turned on my TV. We had, like, me and my sister had a TV in our room, like the one where you had to like turn the dial or whatever to change the channel. And I remember putting the TV on the news, you guys, and I was sitting up in my bed with like my feet all like crawled up and watching the TV, basically trying to see if like any news will come on about like someone getting stabbed. at the apartment, and there was like nothing, even like the next day, nothing. I'm just like, what happened? Unless like it was on the news, but maybe me being in shock, I didn't really see it. So I was just like in shock for like the whole night, the next day and stuff. And I remember, I think a couple days later, me and like some other kids from the apartment, we used to like play outside and stuff. And I remember like you could, to get to that apartment, you could basically walk out from the back or walk out from the front. If you walk out from the front, you just walk around and then you reach the back of that apartment. And I remember like we were there playing, and then I think the kids, they were going to the apartment for someone or something, and you guys, like, I froze midway going. I froze and I didn't go. Like I completely froze, and I'm just like, no, I'm not going. And I went back inside. I'm just like, nah. Like, it was, my heart's like racing as I talk about it. Yeah, like it was so bad. Like it all happened within like seconds. I'm just like, wow. Like it was just crazy. Like I've never seen anyone, like, before that or even after that, I've never seen someone like get stabbed or shot or anything, and like it put me in total shock. And just seeing his body just drop the way it did, I'm like, oh my God, like I would not wish such thing on anyone. And I don't know if he lived, I don't know if he died, I don't know what they did to him, but if he died, like, I hope his soul is resting in peace, and condolences to that family and the people, the guys that was chasing him and stabbed him. I hope they're caught. I hope they're in prison and whatever. So like that's my little story. The first time seeing someone get stabbed, it's traumatic. It's a shock. It's a shock. It's so bad. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. And also follow me on my social media, guys. Links will be down below in the description box. See you guys in my next video. Bye.
You give your heart, baby, love to love you.